Let's make my easy greens recipe. I'm going to start with the bagged greens. I used to do the whole chopping and rolling and washing and all of that. I just didn't feel like doing it this time. I'm going to grab a smoked turkey leg. You can get whatever smoked meat you want to. I'm going to use a medium onion. You can use the white onion or the yellow onion. It doesn't matter really with this recipe. I like to start with a trash bowl that I just put on the counter near me when I'm chopping and peeling and all that stuff. I'm going to start with the garlic. I thought I was doing like 5 large cloves, but it ended up being all these little tiny clusters stuck together. Took me forever to peel all those things. I'm going to go ahead and peel this onion. I like to slice my onion for the greens. It just makes it easier to pick up when you're picking up the leaves of greens when you're eating it. That's just the way I like it. You can do it however you want to. I'm going to go get some oil in the pot to saute the garlic and the onions together. Oh, I forgot to show y'all I just chopped up all those tiny little pieces of garlic to get them into. It doesn't have to be super small because it's going to cook for a while in the broth and everything. So just got that all in the pot. Started to saute that together on about medium low heat. Then I'm going to get the smoked meat in the pot and let that get warm. Added 32 ounces of chicken broth and then just let that go. Just get that boiling. While that's boiling, I'm going to go ahead and rinse these greens off. It was collard greens, mustard greens, and turnip greens. So got those washed off. They were pre-washed, but I like to wash them anyway. And then I'm going to just check this turkey leg to see if it's rendered off its flavoring into the broth. So let me go get my little tasting bowl and I'm going to taste the broth to see if it's flavored the way I want it to be flavored. The broth was low sodium, so it wasn't too salty at all. The turkey leg was not too salty either. So I'm going to add a little bit of seasoned salt to this. I'm going to also add some garlic powder and onion powder. I know I got them in there fresh, so I don't really need that much, but I wanted to taste it first just to see how the broth tastes before I added any seasoning. So I did that. I'm going to go ahead and taste it again just to make sure it tastes the way I want it to taste. And really, that is the secret to a good greens recipe. It's the broth. I feel like people cook the greens for a real long time, but you really don't have to cook the greens that long. You really just want to get your broth flavored, and yeah, that did it. That was good. That's it. So once the broth is flavored, the meat is cooked down the way you want it to be, soft and tender, you just go ahead and throw your greens in. It's gonna wilt down, so you just mash them in there. It wasn't too many like big pieces in there in that bag that I got. I probably pulled out maybe 15 little stubby stems that you don't want in your recipe. So it wasn't too bad. Gonna go ahead and just mash the. Oops, you just lost one. Lost one there on the stove. That's all right. I'm gonna mash these in there and let it cook down for. This went probably about 30 minutes and they look pretty good. I'm going to give it a turn so that the top portion of the greens can get inside that pot liquor. I'm just going to mash it in, and as I'm turning this over, I mean, these greens really look good. I think I'm going to go ahead and taste it and see if it's the texture that I want it to be. Cuz I don't like slimy greens. I don't like them too soft to where you can't even chew them. I really like them to have a little bit of bite to it. So I'm going to taste it and see if it's where I want it to be after just 30 minutes in the pot. See, they look vibrant, bright. They still have their shape. So I'm going to taste it and it's, yeah, it's perfect. It's exactly the way I like it. It still has bite to it. The flavor, of course, is amazing from the broth and from the smoked turkey leg. But, if you wanted to let it go maybe another 10 minutes, you could, and it will be probably a little softer and a little less bite, but it's good. You see, I'm scraping this bowl, finishing this up. Some people may take the turkey leg out right here and just kind of let it cool and take the meat off of the bone. You could do that too at this point because the flavor is already there. And I'm going to just put the top on and let this go maybe another 10 minutes just to get them a little bit more soft. And after 10 minutes, you see that deep green color. The color has gotten a little more deep, which means the greens have soaked in a little more of that broth. So I'm going to taste more. And I'm telling y'all, this is like one of my most requested meals. I had took these to a cast party, and one of the actors was walking around like drinking the pot liquor out of a cup, a styrofoam cup. That was like hilarious to me. But yeah, this is one of my most requested recipes, along with my carrot souffle recipe. I might do that one next and show you guys how I do that. But so simple, absolutely delicious. I hope you try it and let me know your tricks, your recipe, whatever you do for your greens. And hope you enjoy it. Talk to y'all later.